I saved for 3 years to legally remove the tattoo my mother forced onto my face when I was 6 years old because she wanted all her children to be impossible to forget. She called it a gift, a star, right under my left eye, needled into a 6-year-old's skin by a friend of hers who worked out of a garage and called himself an artist. My brother got a sun on his forehead. My older sister got a crescent moon on her cheek. My little sister got a lightning bolt across her jaw. My youngest brother got a heart on his neck. My mother told the artist to make them permanent. She said she loved us so much she wanted the world to recognize us forever. She said we were walking art. She said no one would ever forget a family like ours. What she never said was what it would cost us. By 2nd grade, my sister was scrubbing her cheek raw in the school bathroom every morning, trying to fade the moon before homeroom. In 6th grade, 3 girls held her down at recess and tried to peel the ink off with a nail file, telling her they were doing her a favor. She came home bleeding, and my mother told her to stop being dramatic. My brother dropped out of 11th grade after a vice principal pulled him into an office and accused him of gang affiliation because of the sun on his forehead. Nobody asked a 6-year-old how he got it. They just assumed the worst and pushed him out the door. Teachers looked at us like we were problems before we ever opened our mouths. Strangers stared at the checkout line. Kids at birthday parties whispered and pointed. We learned to angle our faces away from cameras, away from new people, away from anyone who might ask. I thought I was the lucky one. My star was small. It sat under my eye like a permanent tear that never fell. I told myself it wasn't so bad. For 22 years, then I graduated college. The photography studio that shot our graduation photos sent an email 2 weeks later, offering to retouch what they called a birthmark near my eye for an additional $40. To erase in a photo what my own mother had made permanent on my skin. I sat in my car and cried harder than I had in years. Not because of the studio, because of the math. $40 to erase it in a picture. $3,000 to erase it for real. According to the laser clinic I called the next morning with my hands shaking, I didn't have $3,000. I had a laptop, a part-time job, and a mother who still introduced me to strangers as my little star. So I built a plan. I stopped buying coffee. I sold my laptop and did my freelance work from the public library instead. I ate lentil soup 4 nights a week because a 50-pound bag of lentils cost less than 1 pizza. I picked up every overtime shift my manager would give me. 2 years of lentil soup and library computers later, I had it. $2,940 in a savings account my mother didn't know existed. I booked the first laser appointment for the following Tuesday. That's when my mother found the folder. She was looking for tax documents in my old bedroom closet and found the manila envelope instead. The one with the clinic's name on it, the consultation photos, the before pictures of my face circled in red pen by a technician who told me this would take 6 sessions minimum. She called me screaming before I got home from work. She said I was erasing her love, erasing the family. She said if I went through with it, I shouldn't bother coming to any holiday, ever again. I stood in the clinic parking lot the next morning with my consultation form in one hand and my phone buzzing with her calls in the other. And the receptionist behind the glass asked me the same question she'd asked 100 other people that week. Are you ready to begin your first session? I looked down at my phone. 14 missed calls, 1 new voicemail. The subject line already visible on the screen. If you do this, you are not my daughter anymore. I hadn't even told her the real reason I was doing it. I hadn't told her about the letter, comment part 2, and I'll tell you what was inside it.